Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Lee. So, whether you are watching live or catching the replay of this, I am so excited that you've made the time to be here. And before I get started, I wanted to start with a quick question for you all. So, who here has ever felt like they were made for more? Just pop your hands up or put a message in the chat if you felt like you were meant for something bigger. So, that could be more time, more freedom, more fun, or just more fulfillment in your life, right? So, who now has ever felt stuck? Like you're doing everything that you should be doing, but you're still just getting by. So, if you raised your hand or put a yes in the chat, definitely you are not alone because I was there too. And tonight we're going to talk about what's possible when you really decide to say yes to creating the life that you truly want. So I know that you're here for a reason. Maybe you're looking for something new, something exciting, or something that just feels right for you right now. And I wanted to share my journey with you because I was exactly where you might be right now. So tonight for me, it's all about sharing the possibility. It's about what happens when you take your power back and really start creating a life of choice instead of one of limitation. And I want to kick things off tonight by sharing my journey because it was actually 9 years ago tomorrow that I was sitting exactly where you are right now. So trust me, my life looked very, very different back then. And before I had my kids, I spent 27 years in corporate IT working a 9 to 5 career. I was traveling a lot. I was earning great money. And my life back then was full of flexibility and adventure. But then I met my husband, we got married, we bought a house together, and eventually we had 2 kids who are now 12 and 14. And I know that, excuse me, like so many mums out there, we make this big decision to stay at home full time because financially, it's actually a lot more expensive to go back to work these days than it is to stay at home, right? So at first, I thought, wouldn't this be amazing just staying at home and being with my kids all the time? But financially, the pressure really hit us really hard. And I know, you know, firsthand experience that money sometimes can be that number one cause of divorce. And back then, me and my husband were arguing over like literally everything. It was the food budget, the credit card bills, the mortgage payments, and they just stacked up constantly. And, we couldn't afford to go on holidays back then. And honestly, it put a massive strain on our marriage because they're the things that I value the most. So eventually, I made a decision to leave the relationship and I became a single mum. And it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. It was making that decision because suddenly I went from struggling on one income in our relationship with somebody by my side to living as a single parent on $440 a week. And I remember sitting there one day just feeling like completely overwhelmed, wondering how on earth am I going to make the life that I want where we don't just survive, but we actually thrive and get to do the things that I want to do. So, each day, I don't know if you can relate to this, but it's like living in Groundhog Day with the kids, right? It's just making ends meet. I was doing the same thing every single day. And I just had that feeling like I'd lost myself. I wasn't doing the things that I love to do anymore. And I was saying no to the kids for everything, mainly because I just couldn't afford it anymore. So there's always that one pivot moment, I believe, when everything will change for you. And it's that moment that you decide that you are more than enough and it's time to take back control of your own life. And for me, that moment came when I saw other women in this amazing community who had created something different. Like they were women who had created fun and freedom and financial independence. And I really wanted that, but I was so skeptical. And I just kept thinking, like, what if I just gave this a go? What if I just started and had a small goal just to earn, $300 to $500 a month just to take the pressure off? Maybe I could go on a holiday or buy some good food And I know that I didn't have the money to get started back then, but I just got all my questions answered and I just went for it. And over time, when I started, that little side income that I started building, it grew over time and I stayed consistent and I really put in the effort, and it became something that truly has supported my family in ways that I never had expected. And as a single mom, I'm still a single mom now. It meant that I didn't have to miss the school drop-offs. I could put my kids in the after-school sports. I could be at home with them for every school holidays. Like, we're nearly done with the school holidays now. But the main thing for me was taking them on just epic adventures. So most importantly, right now, I am living my values. I'm being present. I'm creating experiences and building a life that aligns with what matters to me. So that's like dreaming bigger, right? And so just last year, like, I've been here 9 years and I can share with you hours and hours of amazing stories that I've built myself through to. But last year I did 5 overseas trips. It was like ridiculous. I've taken the kids to the USA twice last year. We did a 3-week road trip around Hawaii for my son's 13th birthday. We went to LA, to Vegas, Sedona. We've been now to Disneyland and in LA and Japan. And now in 40 days' time, I'm so excited. We are heading back to Las Vegas. We are road tripping around LA down to San Diego for the Juice Plus conference, and then back to LA for maybe one more little secret Disneyland adventure that I've got planned for them. So, the best part about being here is that I've created a lifestyle that really wraps around my family instead of my family having to fit around work. And it's just the people that you surround yourself with in this community is by far the best that I have ever been with, through my whole career working in IT for 27 years. But anyway, beyond the lifestyle and the travel, what I love most is that I've built this around a mission to inspire healthy living, not just for myself, but for my family and the people that I've been able to share this with as well. So for me, financially, that meant saying yes to more things. It's feeling energized to do the things that I love to do the most, which is the travel and adventure and creating unforgettable experiences with my kids. So the programs here that we surround ourselves with have become the foundation of my wellness the past 9 years. And as I started feeling better, everything else followed. My mindset, my confidence, my ability to fully show up in life. It's like showing up on your A game. And so with that, I am excited to introduce Denise, who is going to take us through how these incredible products and programs support our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. Over to you, Denise.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Lee. I was just like leaning into your story and going, this is the best fairy tale story ever. And oh my goodness, I've been here for 8.5 years myself and watching you grow and grow into your mission and seeing the life that you are giving your boys. It's just so inspiring for so many of us that are watching on. So as Lee said, we have the most incredible product and program that aligns with our mission. So when I came into this space 8.5 years ago, I was a health and physical education teacher, and I had been teaching exactly what we promote for 36 years. It was just around healthy mind, healthy body, healthy soul, and in particular, when we think about our body, it was around great nutrition and moving your body and getting enough sleep, getting enough water, and just, bringing your A game to all parts of your healthy lifestyle. So when I came across our products, it got me really excited because I'd also been teaching that when you are on your A game physically, you have 3 systems in your body that all need to be in synergy with each other. So they are your immune system, your nervous system, and your digestive system. And our products, coincidentally, align so beautifully with all of those systems. So let me, first of all, talk about our immune system, which has been at the top of, pretty much everyone's health list for the last 2 or 3 years. And if you can find a natural way to increase your immunity, then it's a win-win all around. So when I came across our capsules, which are our micronutrients, my favourite study, we've got over 30 gold standard peer-reviewed studies around our products. And my favourite study is around when our fruit and veggie capsules enter your body, your natural immune response increases 4 times after 28 days. That got me really excited when I heard that fact. So our fruit, veggie and berry capsules literally are the rainbow. We're taught to eat the rainbow. Science says that we will be much healthier when we have more fruits and vegetables in our diet. And that's what our products do. They are vine ripened to the peak ripeness on the actual day. They are picked, popped into a vegan capsule, which stops the oxidization process. Anytime you buy fruit and veggies off the shelf, they have already started oxidizing as soon as they're picked. So we've got them in this beautiful vegan capsule. And like I said, they support your immune system so beautifully. And I love that the first thing I do for my health in the day is pop the rainbow into my body. They enter my bloodstream really quickly. And there is 30 varieties of fruits, veggies, and berries that just enter your body straight away. The thing that really got me over the line was any time that an adult purchases our fruit and veggie capsules, you can also sponsor a child between the age of 4 and 18 for absolutely free for up to 14 years with our fruit and veggie chewables as well. I love that our company is a company with a heart. We really care about family health. It's not just about the grown-ups, it's about the kids as well. And our programs all support our family health as well. The reason our company gives these for free is because we've done the biggest children's health study in the world. And that health study shows that kids are having less visits to the doctor, they're pooping better, they're doing better at school, they're craving more fruits and veggies, they're having more water, and they're just generally much more healthy all around. My little grandson, who's a daycare kid, he has way less days off school than his other little buddies that go to daycare because he's flooding his body with those fruit and veggies anyway. And as a grandma, that makes me super happy. So that's our immune system sorted. Then we talk about, like I said, our nervous system. So we have our plant-based omegas for this. These support your cognitive function. In fact, every single cell in your body has a membrane that's around it that is 1 molecule of protein and 1 molecule of omega. So every single cell in your body needs a good source of omegas. Also, of course, our brain has a lot of fat in it, so that needs a good source of omega as well. And what I love about ours is that we've taken out the middle fish, and these are completely plant-based. All of our products are plant-based, gluten-free, and you can see that there's a little nitrogen bubble in there as well, which preserves the cold-pressed veggie oils or the plant oils. And our omegas are a whole range. They're 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Omega-7 is really clever. That comes from the sea buckthorn found in Nepal. So these products, this actual product was taken 10 years to develop because the capsule itself is cold sealed, which makes the oils inside completely preserved. I love that as well. And then we come to our digestive system, and we have our complete powders. They come in vanilla, they come in Dutch chocolate as well. These are completely plant-based as well. Vanilla and chocolate are plants. And what I love about these is the versatility. You can make them into protein balls, you can make them delicious smoothies, you can sprinkle them in your overnight oats, whatever. But they're packed full of superfoods like amaranth, quinoa, yucca powder, pea protein, pumpkin powder, pomegranate powder, so many different things. Niacin, which is a natural mood enhancer. People report that they have much better days when they flood their bodies with these as well. They have pre and probiotics, which is why they're so great for your digestive system. And the latest kid on the block, which I love, I have this every day to start my day because I understand that as I get older, that I need more clean sources of protein. And our Perform has 25 grams of protein per serve. And I just absolutely ping on this when I have that in the morning for my startup meal in the morning. And we have so many programs that go with our products as well. We have our wellness app, which helps you to exercise in your home. There is so much value here, and I could talk forever about our products and program. But I'm going to hand back to Lee now, who's going to maybe help us switch gears and talk more about the mission behind what we do.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Denise. I absolutely love Perform. It is one of my favorites. And I mix it in with a little bit of vanilla because that is also one of my favorites. But we are now going to switch it over to Brian, and he's going to share his story and a little bit about how it all works here and how we get paid.
Awesome, Lee. Thank you so much. And Denise, powerful explanation about what really is the hero of this business model. It's the products. And you know what? Just looking at you, I think you've taken work from anywhere to another level because you are so brown. Are you working from the beach every day? Wow, what a lifestyle, hey? My name is Brian Marsh, and I have been in this business now for nearly 9 years. It's 9 years in about a month's time. It's absolutely changed my life. It wasn't my idea to get started. It was my wife's idea to get started. She was a school teacher, a primary school teacher. And before that, she worked in Dubai for Emirates Airline. That was her dream job. But the problem was we had started a relationship when she moved overseas. So I was encouraging her to come home. So after a couple of years of being in Dubai, she came home, fell back into her profession of being a school teacher. Then we started having children and she stopped working for a period of time. I had another business that was on the side, so she didn't necessarily need to go back to work, but she was getting bored. And she wanted to contribute to the household expenses, make her own money. We also wanted to look at investing. And so we looked at lots of different business models. My background is IT, and I have an IT business with a marketing IT business. And so we looked at e-commerce stores, drop shipping. We looked at lots of Amazon stores. We looked at lots of different things. We even looked at a coffee shop franchise, a traditional coffee shop franchise. But the problem was it was $350,000 just to get started. And then we found online some friends of ours had joined Juice Plus, and we used to train at their health and fitness studios, and we knew the lifestyle that they had. If you've ever been to a gym, most people want to work in the morning, work out in the morning. So the PTs and people that own the gyms are always up at 4 or 5 in the morning, opening the gym, working, etc. So it's not the best life for a family. And so we saw a big shift in their lifestyle. And so we were well, actually, Fiona, my wife, was curious as to what they were doing. So she reached out to them and we had questions. She had questions. I had questions. I was skeptical, but I said I'd go along and ask the questions. And, you know, we found out it was network marketing. And I think there's a lot of skepticism out there about network marketing. I knew nothing about network marketing. The only thing I'd kind of heard about it was from people that hadn't really done their research. And I probably listened to those people. What a fool I was for so many years. But in the meeting, we were inspired as to what this could be for our family. And so we said yes. And we had some pretty big goals within the first couple of years. We wanted to kind of replace, not so much replace, but match the income we were making in our other business, which was multiple figures, not fingers. And our goal was 3 years. The thing is, we had a lot of business experience. So when we saw the opportunity with Juice Plus, we saw that there was an opportunity to change not just our lives, but the lives around us. So we got really excited about it, and we went pretty hard. And you know, the 3-year goal became a result within 12 months because we saw that this product, these products that we had, not only could the products change the lives, but the business model could change the lives. And that's what I was really excited about it. Love the products. They're the real hero. But the business, I'd been in business kind of for 22 years before I joined Juice Plus, or 18 years before I joined Juice Plus. So if I explain that journey, I think that explains how I got to be able to do what I did within the first year. And I think the best way to kind of bring that to life is Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. If you haven't read the book, or if you haven't, there's even a game, there's information out online about it. He talks about there's 4 different ways of making money, and you can be in multiple quadrants making the same money. This is not to judge you. This is not to, you know, for you to feel bad. This is just for you to give a kind of like think about where you're at in life. Where are you making money? okay? Because there are some good parts of how you make money and there's some downsides. The first part, which was me when I came straight out of school, I was a storeman. So I was employed. The problem with being employed was I had to give up something to earn money. I had to give up time. I had to work for somebody else. I had to give up like my dreams and kind of build somebody else's dreams. But we all kind of fall into that role, right? It's the easiest thing. That's what we're kind of taught in school. We're not taught to start businesses. We're taught to work for somebody else. And so I became an employee. And then I was a bit sick and tired of that. And then I went and did my IT degree and I really just became self-employed. This is typical of like the tradie. It might be your partner, you know, they master a skill and then they go out and want to work for themselves and they think they're starting a business, but really they're just becoming employees for themselves, right? They're becoming self-employed because still on this side of the quadrant, it's linear income. What does that mean? It means the work I do today, I get paid for today, right? I do something, I swap something today, I'm going to get paid for it today. It's usually swapping time for money. I've got to give up something to earn money. And so when I was kind of in the infancy of my traditional business, I was self-employed. We were swapping time for money. You know, I didn't have a mindset of leveraged income. And so I grew my traditional business to becoming more leveraged, brought on staff, brought in systems, fell in love with the business model as such. You know, if you think about Amazon, Amazon makes money on products, right? They're not swapping time for money. What I didn't love about my traditional business was that I had to do everything myself. I had to come up with all the sales and marketing plans. I had to come up with the products and services and everything like that. 8 years or nearly 9 years ago, what I found was the Juice Plus franchise had everything done for me. And that's where I really opened my mind to what a franchise model was, because for the small cost, okay, and there's definitely a promotion going on at the moment, which Leo can talk about at the end. But, you know, for us, it was less than $100 to get started. And I was buying a system that had everything in place. Okay, everything, the sales, the marketing, the product, the research had already done on the product. It was a turnkey business. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in my traditional business, but not the Juice Plus, in my traditional business, because I had to do it all myself. And what I didn't enjoy about my traditional business was, yes, I could bring in coaches and I could bring in sales and marketing people to help me, but they got paid whether the strategy worked or didn't. In our Juice Plus business model, the people that mentor you, that coach you, the people that are there for you only get paid when it works for you. So think about that for a second. Someone's going to show up, be in the trenches with you, show you what to do every day, and they only get paid when it works for you, which means that the more success you create, the more success they create. So obviously they're going to be there for you and be in the trenches for you. And that's not the traditional business model. That's not the traditional business way. But it was that's when I really experienced what a business was like. And then obviously as a business owner, okay, and there's so many advantages to being a business owner. Freedom, choices, you get to work where you want. You get to work from the beach like Denise, right? On this side here, you don't get to do that. You're being told when to work, when to start, when to finish, when you can take time off. The problem on this side, linear income, what happens when you can't work? What happens when you can't show up? What happens when you need to take more time off, okay, because a partner is sick or a family member is sick? You only have your 4 weeks off of holidays or whatever it is on this side, okay? Same as self-employed. You stop working, you stop getting paid, but business is this side of the cash flow quadrant is leveraged income. It's not about what you do. It's about what others do. It's about what the system does. And so we invest in the system. We invest in helping other people grow and succeed. And the upside of that is it's you. You're the one who gets to grow and succeed and create success. And then ultimately we become investors. We take the cash flow from our business and we invest it into things that give us recurring income. This side of the cash flow quadrant is leveraged income. This side is linear. You work harder on this side to earn money. On this side, it's about working smarter. And that to me, when I learned about the cash flow quadrant, it made it made complete sense to my journey of what the Juice Plus business model is. And what I want to finish on is what I didn't really understand about network marketing until I joined, which was the way we get paid. And we have like 6 or 7 different ways we get paid in our business, but I'm going to focus on the main 3. And the first is commission. I'm just going to write comms. Might be easier. When we sell the product, we get paid for it. And we get paid up to 25% commission as a trailing commission. So that means if I introduce someone to take the products that Denise just talked about, I'm going to get paid up to 25%. Now, there's a few little things you got to do to get to 25%. Okay. It's like a game. You achieve a few things, you hit a few levels. I did it in my second month and I was earning 25% commission. Okay. The coolest thing about that, it's a trailing commission for the life of the customer. So if I show up and love on my customers and they continue to take the product, I continue to get paid for the rest of their experience with Juice Plus. Now, if I'm at a live audience and I'm asking people if I'm at a live event, I'm asking people in the audience, there's people that have been taking Juice Plus for 25 plus years. Imagine you had one conversation with one person and they said yes. And now 25 years later, you're still being paid. That is unique. That is not a traditional business model. They want you to succeed. So there's the commission side of it. There's the bonuses, which is up to $120,000 available in bonuses. I maxed out the bonuses. I think in the first year, it was like 60 something thousand dollars in bonuses for us. Okay. What I love about this, it's not just bonuses for me achieving things, but I'm also rewarded in bonuses for when the people I help achieve goals. So I am rewarded for being, again, in the trenches, helping people. And the last kind of main way that I think about getting paid, the one I focus on, it's called performance bonus. I like to think of it, and so does Denise, is beach money. Because beach money means that you will literally get paid for doing the things that you want to do, because it's leveraged income. Because when you get to a certain part of our business, which was the second month for me, I then unlocked a commission that meant I got paid on top of my team's performance, which meant that the bigger my team got, the more money I earned, right? And that meant my paycheck was spread out over hundreds and hundreds of people, which means that if one person has a bad day or one person decides not to do the business for a while, it doesn't affect my pay. It doesn't affect what I'm earning, okay? That's leveraged income. That means it's not just about me. It means that the harder we all work, the more we all earn, which means, again, I'm rewarded for being in the trenches with people. And that's what I love about it. It's the biggest part. It's 85% of my paycheck now, because as our team grows in New Zealand and Canada, all around the world, so does that paycheck. And that's what the main parts I love about our compensation plan. There's lots of other ways that we get paid, some really other exciting ways, but you're going to have to ask some questions about that. And that will be after this video. So that's my story. This has changed my life. If I think back to that coffee shop franchise, that was $350,000 to get started. They projected 5 years just to kind of pay down the debt. So you're really just buying a job. 5 years just to be cash flow positive. I was cash flow positive in my first month, just like most of the people in our teams that join. People that want to create success because they've joined because they're in some sort of pain. Sick of what life looks like, need to get out of pain, need to get out of debt, whatever it is, want to put their kids in after school activities, just want better food, whatever it is, while you join this business, okay? That's the ability to become cash flow positive in your first month. That's a unique business model, and that's why I love it. I'm going to hand it back to Lee.
Thanks, Bryza. Wow, what an incredible night of stories, hey? And definitely cash flow positive was something that really attracted me in the beginning as well. And I just had a look at what did I need to do next and just taking things one step at a time. And, you know, you've heard some really powerful stories tonight. You've seen what's possible. But now the real question is, what are you going to do with this? So first, I just wanted to acknowledge and take a moment to say a shout out to Brian and Denise, and thank you both for your insights and your inspiration tonight. And, you know, now you've got a choice. Now you can either walk away and go back to life as usual and nothing changes. And we appreciate you for showing up. But you can say yes to something that could completely transform your life. So where do you see yourself fitting in? Are you somebody who is ready to transform their health and wants to get some more information on that? Are you looking for that supportive community of like-minded, driven people? Or are you thinking, oh my goodness, I do not want to miss this. I'm going all in, because we want to get you plugged in as soon as possible. Because I know for me, the biggest mistake you can make is thinking that you have to have all of this stuff figured out first before you start. You definitely don't. You just have to be willing to take the first step. So the best decision I ever made 9 years ago tomorrow was to say yes. So now it's your turn. Right now is the best time, because if you reach out to the person who invited you today, right up until the end of this month, we have a beautiful opportunity for you to be able to get started at half the normal price, which is like $27.50. So I'm pretty sure that for you to make changes, some epic changes in your life, that you can find $27.50 to be able to say a big, massive yes to your dreams, yes to your goals, yes to your financial future, yes to your kids, yes to your health, and all of the reasons why you're here watching this video today. So reach out to the person so that we can help get you started. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I can't wait to welcome you into this incredible community and have a dance with you on one of the dance floors at our conferences. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, guys, for showing up.